This just in. A recent TKA analysis highlighted a simple truth. The best business decision you make might be to switch to an entirely new business model. It sounds dramatic, right? Like deciding mid-flight you'd rather pilot a submarine. But some of the most successful businesses in history have thrived exactly because they had the courage and clarity to pivot. However, while some pivots work brilliantly, some make the Titanic look like a successful cruise. Here's how to make sure you're the former and not the latter. Pivot or die. Here are some famous business switches. If all of this sounds super scary, and no judgments, it is, the TKO report cites a few great examples to help put your mind at ease. Berkshire Hathaway was a boring textile company when Warren Buffett bought it. He quickly switched it into insurance, candy, and eventually into everything from underwear to airplanes. Netflix dominated DVD rentals by mail, then completely transformed itself into streaming, now valued at over $500 billion. And Apple once sold computers. Now computers are less than 10% of their sales, and phones and services dominate their revenue. These companies realized their old ways weren't going to cut it long term. Instead of stubbornly staying in one place, they pivoted hard. Pivoting isn't just courage, it's clarity. Knowing when and how to pivot is tricky. The TKO report admits that figuring out if you're changing direction in the right way can feel impossible. A pivot can save your company or sink it. Here's what usually trips people up. First, denial. Not wanting to admit your core product is past its prime. Second, fear of change. Employees and management resist switching gears. And number 3, blind guessing. Jumping into something trendy without solid research. So if pivoting is necessary but risky, what do you do? Well, here are 3 ways to pivot without losing your mind or your business. I've worked with dozens of business owners as a duct tape marketing strategist and story brand certified guide. And the most successful pivots have these 3 things in common. Number 1, test small, pivot big. You don't need to throw your entire business model out overnight. Test new products, services, or markets quietly and carefully before you shift gears. Netflix didn't drop DVDs immediately. They slowly shifted as streaming took off. Number 2, explain clearly, again and again. Change freaks people out. Your team, your customers, and especially your investors. Your new direction needs to be communicated so simply that your teenage nephew understands it on the first try. And number 3, keep one foot anchored in reality. Successful pivots aren't guesses. They build on your strengths. Netflix was already good at delivering entertainment. Apple was already great at tech. Use what you're great at to branch out, rather than trying something completely random. Get clear, then get moving. If you're considering a pivot or you just want to clarify your existing business model, grab my free 5-minute marketing fix. It helps you quickly create a simple, powerful one-liner so clear that pivoting your business won't sound like steering a submarine through the sky. You can grab a link to my free 5-minute marketing fix in the description below, or go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. Pivoting is hard, but staying still is fatal. Change is messy, scary, and uncertain, but ignoring change is even riskier. If you think pivoting is painful, try bankruptcy. And remember, if Apple had never pivoted, you'd still be reading this on a clunky desktop, assuming the dial-up worked. But what about you? What's one offer you thought was your future, but now you're not so sure? Drop it below and let's talk pivot strategy. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.